Welcome to this afternoon's showcase. My name is Mark Wallman with ArmaJet International, and I'm here to share a little bit about our product, Liquid Armor. So if you go ahead and roll that. I'm going to show you a video now. This one here is one of our trash can videos that we did a test on. We ran this demo out in Nevada early last year when we were first testing the product. And it is a polyurea compound with nano compounds inserted. That's what makes it hard, that's what makes it ballistic resistant and bomb resistant. As you can see here, I think we started with the wrong video. This is the pan test. Nope. At the beginning of this, we had the uncoated trash can. It's a 32-gallon trash can, rubber trash can you can buy from anywhere, down at Home Depot or whatever. And as you can see, when it's not coated, again, the integrity is greatly compromised. Now this we coated with approximately 16 millimeters of coating. And there you can see 1.5 kilograms, 2 blocks of C4. When this product is used, we can up-armor vehicles with it. We can do buildings, embassies, and as you can see, this now turns into a mortar tube instead of a blown-up trash can. It also can be reused. We did this test with this about 3 times, so each time it still absorbed the blast. And again, the reason we showed the trash can is we know that that's for terrorists, like the Boston's bombing, and in Ankara, Turkey, and those different locations. So a lot of, and even in Disney. So that's one of the reasons we did it with that. Go ahead and start the next one, please. As I was saying, this is great for use on buildings. You can put it on walls. And you'll see here with this is going to be the brick test, where we're going to put out here with an M4 rifle. It is steel core penetrator ammunition, 5.56 NATO, and again we coated basically some red bricks. You have your one pile of non-coated bricks, and you'll see exactly what will happen here. It will not be compromised. We look at doing this on, like I said, federal buildings. You can do it on walls. You could actually spray it on tents because it's flexible also. It'll make, the elasticity is about 1,100% with this product. The shooter was very happy on this because he wanted to shoot all the bricks. This is great. You can put it on, you can actually adhere it to the hulls of boats or ships to make them blast resistant or even bullet resistant. You can see here, everything maintained intact. And the good thing about putting it on the hull of a ship or a boat, not only do you make it blast resistant, but barnacles cannot adhere to it. So again, you don't have to take the boats out of the water all the time to do the cleaning of the barnacles off the hull. All right. And then our last video. The last video I'm going to show you is one replicates the underside of a vehicle, the pan test, and it's lightly coated with a few millimeters of liquid armor. And you'll see here in the video that there'll be like 4 sides. A number of them are not coated, and then we have the one that is coated. Someone asked me earlier about spall. It also protects against the spall. So when you see this, when the grenades go off inside the pan test box there, you'll see that there's nothing that comes out on the outside of that. So. Again, we look at embassies, we look at buildings. You can actually, it has a number of commercial applications, whether it be to, for a building, to strengthen it, whether it be for hurricane or weather type incidents, or protecting guard posts, embassies, like I mentioned before, just anything like that. It has a self-healing capability. And when we did the testing over at the MOD range in the UK, we actually took a water cylinder, put a light coat on it, filled it with armor, and the self-healing capability was so quick when we shot some bullets into it, they went into the actual cylinder and stayed, but it's healed so quickly that either just a drop of water or no drop water came out. Now you couldn't, of course, do that with a giant, you know, an RPG round, of course, but in this case, with a 9mm or a 7.62 by 39, it resealed almost immediately. And again here, the integrity was maintained with the liquid armor. Right now, we're just finishing up tests and trials in Thailand. We've been testing it against armor-piercing bullets. Originally, we could stop 7.62 by 39 bullets with it. And we have now increased the nano compounds within the formula and tweaked the formula, so now that we can stop. We tested against 7.62 by 51 ammunition, armor piercing at 920 millimeters per second. Go ahead and cue up the slides real quick. Do I get my extra 2 minutes because the slides aren't working? Yeah. So we just completed that testing. We are also, we have gone from, this is a spray application that you see, but we have now moved into molding, a molding process, a slow mold process, that we can inject the mold, we can make car doors, we can make most everything out of this. And again, the primary purpose was to mitigate IED blasts. Some of the things that we want to highlight here, currently under development we have run flat tires. So we can also armor your vehicle up to B6 level. To give you an idea about the difference in weight, we're about 69% lighter than traditional armor, and if you were going to ask me how much it would cost, to do a normal vehicle is about $95,000. We'd come in about $35,000. So that gives you an idea. Everything here, when we go in and we spray this or we mold it, is based on what we're protecting against. So it depends on what the thickness would be and what the square meter area that you're looking at. We can do pipelines inside and out, you know, water systems, whatever. And again, we can mold it to whatever we need to mold it to. Right now, looking at cars, we could actually do a whole frame out of this and make the whole group out of liquid armor, including the doors, the roofs, and everything else. So again, as far as the different areas we can do critical infrastructure, which is buildings and so forth, public areas, which we mentioned with the trash cans, oil and gas pipelines, the screens within the oil pipelines. As I mentioned, the marine, the hulls of the ships, mining operations, wastewater and water tanks, agriculture, building and infrastructure, and transports. One of the things I wanted to highlight real quick before we get off, the tensile strength. What you saw here was done over a year ago. We now have tweaked the formula where it is now not 17% better, it's 17 times better. And if you look over here at this number here, where the elongation, which is the second one down, it says 480%. We're now at 1100% of elongation. So you can take it, as you couldn't see it, but when it blows up and just comes back, that's what helps contain everything. If you have lithium batteries, you can contain it in there too. So, in different ways. We also have liquid armor fire protect. You put that in there. It doesn't extinguish a fire, but it will not let it spread. And it's tested to the UL laboratory blue flame, and it's past that. So that's about 45 minutes when we actually tested it. So, and you can see there approximately 572 degrees Fahrenheit. We have a number of different things that can be painted on, including liquid armor clear, which will dry, and initial tests have been able to stop 45 caliber bullets. So a lot of different things there within this. The last thing I want to hit is the bomb-proof wallpaper. It is just a combination of a special Kevlar weave that we weave ourselves in concert with the liquid armor.